Alright, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is I'm going to be getting into some shoes that I personally would not hold on to right now. These are just my opinions again, but it's just a few shoes, some which I've mentioned before, that I just kind of want to explain why I wouldn't hold them right now. Some have gotten some new information on, some it's just kind of like I feel like generally a little bit known since these were high stock drops. A lot of people were here for them, most people got their pairs, so it's a simple basis to it. So if y'all want more content like this again, feel free to subscribe and like down below. We'll make the like goal something simple. 250 likes, we hit that? Maybe not. That'd be nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So hope you all will enjoy it, and let's just get started. Maybe if my stop hiccuping, Jesus. Let's just get started though. So first things first, as you guys can see, the Jordan 1 Boredow right here. This one is honestly one I wouldn't hold on to for the short term or even something for the next year. Now, maybe for the next year. The reason I'd say maybe for the next year is because of similarities of this shoe to the Midnight Navy Jordan 1. If y'all remember how that one performed, it pretty much looks like this, except the red colorway would be navy, or that burgundy colorway, kind of Boredow colorway, whatever you want to say. But yeah, basically, that's just kind of my thoughts on this one. It's not one of those shoes where you're going to make a lot of money on it, holding it for like the next 3 to 6 months. I don't see this one making much progress at all in the next few months, and especially seeing what it's at right now, a lot of these sizes are under $200 or not going for much more than their original retail price. So kind of seeing that it's not really there on this one. Like if the hype was there on this one fully, I mean, even if it was a more a super wearable colorway, it would already, be a bit higher in price. Like if more people really wanted this one to wear, it would be higher in price. That's the reality of it. Same with any shoe. You could say that about Lightning 4s. You could say that about Oreo 4s, even though those are high in price. Those are very holy crap, those are way too high in price. But yeah, aside from that, first one I want to just kind of mention Jordan 1 Boredow. Not a hold I would personally look into for the next few months, maybe super long term, kind of again like a year plus play, but that's just kind of like a safe money type thing, if you even want to do that. I personally, I wouldn't even make a play like that. Like I would just reinvest into other shoes if I got these for retail. That's just kind of what I would do, honestly. So another thing aside from that and the basic details of the Jordan 1 Boredow, a beautiful and clean sneaker, but the progress on this one is pretty much non-existent. And I mean, the sales aren't even too high either, under 20,000 sales. This one's been around for a while. I'd expect at least 20,000, but it is what it is. It's not super hyped, so it kind of makes sense as to why it is in the position that it is in. Just had to straighten my camera out. Hopefully that's good. But another one is the Nike Dunk Low Retro White Black, or the Nike Dunk Low Panda. Now, in women's or men's sizes, I would not hold this one. And the reason I'm saying this, and I know I had mentioned this in a video not too long ago where I was saying you'd be able to hold this one and reinvest into it after each restock. But once I figured out that there was probably 5+ restocks this year happening of the Dunk Low Black, and 2 have already happened, and there's many more yet to come, seeing that there's just going to be a flood of probably Dunk Low Blacks and Dunk Low Pandas on the market, it is honestly one that I would not hold on to until all the restocks are done. I mean, and that's going to be a while too, and it would probably be a pretty long hold after that. Even though the demand on this pair is grand, there's over 100,000 sales, or there you go, 97,000 sales on the shoe. I thought it had to be over 100 at this point, but that's crazy how you almost have 100,000 sales of one shoe on an app. Crazy to even think of that being a reality. But just kind of looking into this one, this is one of those ones where if you do get it for retail, I wouldn't hold on to it. I mean, maybe you can think about it long term, but there's just a ton of restocks coming up for this one. I think Nike is really going to try and take advantage of this sneaker model and just make a lot of money off it as much as they can. They're like, hey, we got millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people wanting this shoe. Why don't we keep producing as many as we can? And they're going to keep producing them until people stop paying, those crazy prices for them. That's at least what I would think they would do, but you know how it is right now. It seems like Nike is kind of letting stuff stay limited. Which, I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of companies intentionally leave stuff limited sometimes so people will come back and, pay those crazy prices. I mean, companies don't get any benefit from, resale prices, but companies do get the benefit of hype from it, which means more people going for their drops, more anticipation, more future participation, more sales in other shoes. That's why companies leave this hype on sneakers, is because it helps them sell more on the other pairs, on their regular pairs. It makes their brand more known. Like, I bet you Nike keeping that resale a little bit higher probably helps them sell a couple more Air Forces, because people can't get the shoes they want, so they probably sell a couple more of them Air Forces. I don't know if that's the way it works, but I bet you there's a connection there between resale and the popularity of a brand. I bet you there's a huge coordination. Well, obviously resale popularity of the brand, there's a coordination. But in terms of how regular items sell and sales on a brand, I bet you when a brand's more hyped, has more hype in its regular sneaker scene, the regular stuff sells better as well. Could be wrong about that, but that's a belief I have. So another one, again, just wouldn't hold it because it's dropping so much. But the final one I want to mention, the Jordan 3 Retro Pine Green. I'd also mention these ones, and well, I would have said it's a fair and safe hold, like the Racer Blue 3, you know, type thing, where the colorway is clean and people had liked it more. But then they dropped this one on the Nike app, or they had a little sneakers reserve for this one recently. So yeah, basically seeing that they dropped more pairs of this one, it's not going to be one of those ones. It's a safe long-term bet. I actually have a pair of these. I don't really know what I'm do with. It's a size 8, so I might just, I don't know, I might just give it to my brother or sister. I'm not really too sure what I'm going to do with these. But yeah, you know, it's just some pine greens. So it is what it is. And, you know, I like the colorway. Honestly, it's clean, it's wearable, but it's just one of those ones where, again, 3s already are not that hyped of a shoe. So when you see that there's these shoe models where the colorway is clean, but there's a lot of stock, or it's dropped 2 or 3 times, and it's not initially super hyped too. This is one of those ones that people weren't really you know, into initially. This one sat for a little bit on sneakers. I do remember that. So kind of seeing that and understanding that this one isn't there fully. People aren't interested in this one fully. They look at it and they're kind of like, well, it's a wearable colorway, but I wouldn't pay more than retail for this one. That's the reality of this shoe. And that's how people feel about it. So maybe a year down the line, this one will be doing well, but that it's just if you're willing to hold one shoe for a $100 profit for a year. I personally wouldn't do that. Just, you know, anymore at least. So yeah, just reinvest into other shoes. That's my opinion on this one. Or, you know, give a pair to the fam. That's what I may do just with this one. And those are the 3 pairs I would not hold on to, just because of, you know, their restocks, what they got going on recently, and because of, you know, their past history and how people like them. So that's really it. Well, into the outro. You all want to check my Instagrams, any of that, feel free. If you want to, subscribe and like down below. Again, that's always something you guys can do. Again, we'll make the like goal in this video something simple. Why not? We try something like 250 likes. I think that's what I said at the start. So let's see if we can stick with that. That'd be dope. And yeah, you know, that's pretty much everything that needs to be mentioned. You know, I mean, it's been pretty simple recently. You know, on the channel, we've just been working hard, working on school, everything we can. Obviously, I've been focusing a lot on YouTube and stuff like that. I need to keep the focus on school there. But, you know, it's just what I'm interested in and what I probably know I'll be doing in my future. Some sneaker updates and, you know, crypto, stocks, resale, broadcasting, whatever it is. That's what I'll be doing in my future. It's not going to involve a geology class. I promise you that. So, yeah, I'll end this screen recording. I love you all. Thank you guys for watching. And hopefully, I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.
Wrist, I'm on kinda like yeah, and we can't keep it together, cause you know that it's the weather, we all in all. We can make this shit together, I swear, any type of weather.